Greetings all, CryptoSmith here, and I wanted to talk in this video a little bit about the highs and lows in crypto, navigating the bull years and the bear years and how you cope with the bear blues, if you will. So I'm just going to talk about these points a little bit in this video. So I've prepared a little slide deck. Let's just bring this up now. Navigating the bulls and the bears. Obviously, when you've loaded up higher up and you've then got wrecked, you know, when things come down, tendency is to feel a little bit depressed about it. But so this meme kind of sums up 2022 yet really, how things kind of flatlined during that year and was quite a depressing year. And I saw comments from people in various forums that they'd completely lost faith in crypto and thought that they should have invested in other things like gold and silver instead, and felt like it was all just a waste of time. Obviously, these weren't people that had experienced previous cycles or that probably didn't understand crypto well enough, really. But it's understandable their reactions. But it really helps here just to keep things in perspective when you look at the price that Bitcoin was at when it began, the price it was when it reached its all-time high, and the price it is now, and just helping to keep it into perspective really. So I calculated, if I've got these calculations right, that from $0.0008, which was the first price Bitcoin, to 23k, which is roughly where we are in January of 2023. That's a 2.8 trillion percent increase. And to reach the all-time high of 69k, that's an 8.6 trillion percent increase. So that just helps to keep things a little bit in perspective. And I actually find it helps me just to lay it out this way. Shift this a little bit around it myself. And just looking at it linear from top to bottom, in 2009 it was 0, 2010 $40, 2011 was a milestone year, it broke the $1 level, went up to $32, 2012 uneventful, hovered around between $13 and $14. 2013 massive increase up to an all-time high of $1,100. 2014 to 16 again kind of stagnation years, but the price was fairly stable. 2017 is the one that everyone talks about, wasn't it? The famous bull run to 20k, and then the drastic drop again into the bears in 2018, but again the price fairly stable. 2020 with COVID, it was around 29k, the all-time high. 2021, the all-time high of all-time highs, almost 69k. 2022 was a depressing year, wasn't it? And then where we are now, where we possibly are on the cusp of a new bull run again after being in the bears for a long time. So looking at it that way will help you just to keep it a little bit in perspective. This is just from a bit of analysis I did from January the 2nd to the 17th, where we saw a rise from the 16 level, where it had been for a while, to the 21k level. And this is the meme, isn't it? The Fomo herd mentality, that people seem eager to buy at 60k, but no one's buying at 20k. Is that because everybody's got wiped out by buying at the top and don't have any money left, or is it just the FOMO mentality? So we have to remember this is a volatile market. It's not fully unpegged, is it, from the stock market? So it's impacted by the stock market, and but it's starting to make steps away from being pegged to the stock market action. So I'll continue a little bit more on this topic in my next video. Just continuing from the last segment really, when you get the the bear market blues, what can help you not to lose faith and to keep cool and to keep going? Well, look at the overall growth. Remember what the price of BTC was back in 2009, 2010, 2011, and before 2017. Keep in mind that although it's a volatile market, if you look at the overall percentage growth to the all-time high ever, it's like 8.6 trillion %, yeah? So that really does help you to keep it in perspective and learn from the experience. If you have bought crypto at the top of the bull market and you've been wrecked and it's now worth less than what you paid in, just learn from it and don't despair, hodl, because if we see these kind of growth rates again in the coming years, which hopefully we will, then ultimately in the long run you've not lost out. Just hold on to it and learn from it. Learn when to hold them, learn when to fold them. That's the skill that comes with time and experience, isn't it? Knowing when to sell, the best time to sell and the best time to buy. And really, you can't gain that experience, you can't gain that expertise without going through a few cycles, getting your fingers burnt a little bit and learning from the experience. The key thing there is not to ever invest more than you can afford to lose, and to keep in mind the principles of dollar cost averaging, right? So you don't throw all your money in when it's about to go down if you don't know what you're doing. Rather, you dollar cost average so that if it does come down, you can keep your powder dry, you can sort of regroup and come back in when it goes down again. And another point that I like is that 0.01 Bitcoin equals 1 million Satoshis. So looking at it that way, you can be a Bitcoin millionaire in Satoshi terms. If you do try and get to 0.01, that's an achievable goal for you. Now, I see people on Twitter saying that if you get to that level, you'll be laughing in years to come. Who knows? But we could well be in the start of a bull run now. It's January 2023. Remains to be seen. But yeah, Bitcoin's going nowhere. So will it reach 100k for one Bitcoin? Will it reach 1 million for one Bitcoin? Many people think it will. So and the other thing is just a quote from Mr. Safety Amus that basically what he was saying. I was listening to one of his podcasts, Safety Amus, that you get in for greed, but you stay in for the revolution. So it might have been that you thought you could make a quick buck. And that was the reason originally why you got into crypto. Greed is the Trojan horse, Safety says, so that got you in. But then once you got into it and you realised that it's not just about making money, that's obviously that would be a nice bonus, but actually it's about an alternative economy, Austrian economics, the whole philosophy behind it, the whole way of moving away from centralised control. That actually you change your perspective, and it's no longer it's not just for the profit that you're into crypto. It's because it's just these needs, just fantastic. So I'm trying to build up my channel at the moment, so hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Thank you and ciao for now.